If you've been living under a rock for the past few weeks, then you may not know that Dillon Danis has been absolutely destroying Logan Paul's life by posting pictures of Logan Paul's fiancé on Twitter. In most cases, this would be seen as a real cheap shot to go after someone, especially a woman who isn't even involved in the fight and whose only involvement is being married or being engaged to who you are fighting. However, because this is Logan Paul, and let's be honest, Logan Paul is not the best person, from the forest stuff to the crypto scams to the stuff people don't even remember, like him abandoning his pig or when he tased a dead rat. And because of this, the internet hates Logan Paul more than they hate Dillon Danis, which has resulted in Dillon Danis gaining somewhat of a fan base now. Now, what was he posting to gain this fan base? Pretty much just every picture Logan Paul's fiancé has with any guy. Now, a lot of them are clearly like model shoots, work related. A lot of them are like fan pictures. However, some of them are pictures with her actual boyfriends, like the infamous Leonardo DiCaprio photo that's been going around. That's not all though. He's also been posting a plethora of poorly photoshopped pictures of Nina on like different meme templates, like this one, which I'm gonna have to blur out, or this one. He's also been posting fake pictures of Logan Paul's fiancé with other guys like Brad Pitt. This one's fake and this one's also fake. He's also been photoshopping Nina with him to make it look like she's been with him. Dillon justified all this by saying, hey, I'm just going and getting publicly available pictures and I'm just putting it out there. However, that may not be true, and what he is doing may actually be criminal, because Nina Agdel, Logan Paul's fiancé, has officially filed a lawsuit against Dillon Danis in his home state of New Jersey. Now, I have found the entire lawsuit, and we're going to go through it and see if there's anything in here that holds any legitimacy or anything that will hold up in court that could potentially be used to convict Dillon civilly. Now, that's an important detail. This is a civil case, not a criminal case. So Dillon going on Twitter and saying they're looking for jail time is not true, and it actually says in the lawsuit that Nina's not pursuing jail time. And by the way, this has nothing to do with Logan Paul. His name's not on the lawsuit. This is simply Nina against Dillon, and although I'm sure Logan had some say in it, he is not officially on the lawsuit. Now, I'm not going to go through everything because we'd be here for hours. However, you can pause the video and read over what I skip. I'm just going to be hitting the main important points in this video. So the lawsuit opens up basically by describing why Nina is suing Dillon Danis and for what. It also establishes the parties involved, which once again, Logan Paul is not in there. It is simply just Nina against Dillon Danis. And it also establishes where this lawsuit is taking place, which, as I stated earlier, is New Jersey and is actually very important, but I'll get to that in a minute. What we're really going to focus on is the general allegations, because that is the most important part. Danis has used his social media accounts to make hundreds of crude posts about the plaintiff, most of which either explicitly call plaintiff a whore, a slut, or a similarly disparaging label, or otherwise use memes and pictures, many of which have been altered to convey the same message. As of the filing of this complaint, Danis has posted about the plaintiff more than 250 times across his X and Instagram accounts since August 9th, 2023. Now, 250 times is a massive number, and although a lot of those are publicly available images, which although is legally okay, maybe not morally, however, where it really becomes an issue is that a lot of those pictures have been altered to make it look like Nina has been with other guys like the Brad Pitt photo. That can definitely be considered defamation. In one X post on August 22nd, 2023, for example, Danis wrote, I just saw 20 guys go into plaintiff's room at the Fighters Hotel, intimating that plaintiff would have sex with 20 men at the same time. See, this would never hold up, speculating that it would infer that she's having sex with 20 men at the same time. However, as you can see, what her lawyers would argue is that, although it is a joke, some people might take it literally, and that damaged her reputation, which is why this is in the claims. In other posts, Danis included pictures that had been photoshopped or otherwise altered to make it appear as though plaintiff and Danis had been photographed together. Danis then added text to suggest that he and the plaintiff have had a sexual relationship. So Dillon has done this on multiple occasions. I think I saw it 3 times on his Twitter, which again, although they are clearly fake, he can still definitely get convicted of defamation for just simply faking a photo with the possible intent to make people believe that him and Nina had been together before. Danis also has harassed plaintiff through a series of X posts indecently speculating about the number of identities of her past sexual partners, distastefully joking about plaintiff's female anatomy, giving her supposed sexual history, and offensively suggesting Paul should get checked for sexually transmitted diseases that may have contracted from plaintiff. Here's where it gets crazy. Although there are many pictures of plaintiff in the public domain given her professional success and the media attention that has come with it, not all of the content Danis has used for his posts relating to plaintiff had been publicly available prior to his posts. On August 28, 2023, Danis posted a video of plaintiff in which she briefly discussed her desire for intimacy during a period of celibacy. While plaintiff self-recorded that video more than 6 years ago, she never sent that private video recording to anyone, and it was stored deep in her Snapchat archive, suggesting Danis had hacked plaintiff's personal account or had obtained the private video from someone who had done so. Now, if you don't know what video this is referring to, I'll put it on screen now.
By the way, I'm very proud of myself. This is the longest I've ever gone without sex since I started. Obviously, it's driving me crazy. I am struggling. I need penis inside of me. ASAP. Like, all I want is like a big fat sausage just destroying my body. So if any of you guys know a good dick that doesn't have STDs on it, I'll take it. Right here.
I can't also get sued for using this video, right? I don't think so. Hopefully not. Subscribe so I can get monetized and pay off my debts when Nina eventually sues me. But that is crazy. I doubt Dillon himself would have hacked it, but if that's true, that video was in fact private and that someone hacked her account or somehow got that video and gave it to Dillon, that is very illegal, and Dillon can definitely be charged for that. However, here's why I don't know if this is true. In the video, she like asks for, you know,
if any of you guys know a good dick that doesn't have STDs on it, I'll take it.
Like she's talking to someone. I think more likely than not, she posted this video or sent it to someone or multiple people and then just forgot. It says that the video was taken 6 years ago, and I'm sure in those past 6 years she has posted hundreds if not thousands of videos on Snapchat. There's no way she remembers all of them. Among Danis's many offensive posts, at least one violated federal and state law and gives rise to the claims asserted in this complaint. In the course of a romantic encounter the plaintiff had with a non-party more than 10 years ago, the non-party took a sexually explicit photograph of plaintiff without her consent. By August 11th, 2023, Danis had come into possession of this explicit photograph of plaintiff. On that day, Danis posted the photograph entirely uncensored from his X account without plaintiff's consent. Now, for obvious reasons, I can't show you guys this photograph. I have seen it. It's on the internet. If you want, you can go find it. But basically, it was a naked picture of Nina that she says was taken without her consent, and Dillon somehow got it, which is very illegal. Not only to take the photo without their consent, but to send it to anyone, and for Dillon to post it. It violates the revenge porn law, which a lot of what Dillon has posted could honestly fall under that. It doesn't just have to be nude photos. It's any photo that is sexual in nature that someone has posted or given away without consent in an attempt to get back or discredit or for any reason. In the time since he began his harassment campaign against plaintiff on or about August 9th, 2023, Danis's X followers have more than doubled from approximately 340,000 to more than 850,000 as of the filing of this complaint, which goes to show you what I was talking about earlier, how this whole situation has created a fan base for Dillon. Now we're going to get into how Dillon has threatened to release some image that would end Logan Paul's marriage and end his career and might leave him in jail. He's been talking about this for so long. He's teased it. He apparently showed Aiden Ross the picture on stream. He didn't show the actual picture on stream, but he showed Aiden the picture. Danis has indicated that he possesses additional pictures of plaintiff of an explicit sexual nature and has been threatening the potential public release of those pictures. On August 20th, 2023, Danis posted on X that he possessed a picture of plaintiff that was, quote, like a nuclear bomb. The damage it would do would be irreparable. Danis said that if he posted the picture, it would end the fight, end Paul's engagement to plaintiff, and he might even find himself in jail. Now, I have no clue what this photo could be. I can only speculate. I know some people like Logan Paul have said that they don't think Dillon has a picture and it's just a bluff. I don't think so. I think he does actually have something. I don't know what it is. I could speculate. I'm not going to. The next section describes how this has affected Nina's life, and then it goes on to the causes of action and the 3 counts they believe Dillon violated. Then at the end here, it says, plaintiff is also entitled to recover from defendant the actual damages she has sustained as a result of defendant's conduct in an amount to be determined at trial, but no less than $150,000 per violation of the statute, in addition to her reasonable attorney's fees and other litigation costs incurred in bringing this action. Plaintiff also seeks additional damages, including punitive damages to extend permanent by law. This is where that 20 million number comes from. If the amount of times Dillon has posted about her is correct, which they state is around 250, and about half of those could probably be argued as defamation, whether they're photoshopped or edited, or whether she's claiming they were private. And if you take that 125 number and multiply it by the 150,000, which is the minimum amount of money they are looking for per violation, you get $18.75 million. Plus her attorney fees, which are probably a couple million, you can get around $20 million she's looking for. The lawsuit then talks about a restraining order which is being filed, which has actually since been approved, which basically means that Dillon can no longer post about her, even public photos. And then here's Nina's signature verifying that everything is true and correct. So obviously this is a massive deal. And what was Dillon's response to this? He put out a few tweets that said, Nina Egdell has filed a massive lawsuit against me. She filed a restraining order against me and is seeking prison time, which is not true. So the fight is in jeopardy if I'm in jail. Yeah, the fight would not happen if you were in jail. This is actually wild, but I won't stop. F the system. Come get me. Logan Paul is a dead man walking. Before further stating, I will provide more details when I can, but because it's a federal case, I can't at this time, and I'm not reading that. Trying to keep it family friendly here. And since then, because of this restraining order, he has not made a single post about Nina. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, the fight might be in jeopardy now, the fight might not happen. There is zero mention of jail time in this lawsuit. That's not typically how lawsuits work. And there is no mention of wanting this fight to be called off. Logan hasn't said anything. No one has said anything about this fight not happening. As for the restraining order, it is a temporary restraining order, which I assume is being used to prevent Dillon from posting anything further until the fight is over. I bet they will lift that restraining order once the fight is over. However, that is all we got right now. If more comes out, I'll make another video on it, so subscribe for updates on this case. Like the video if you did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below. Follow myself on Twitter and Instagram. I don't post people's fiancés on there. Maybe I should start posting pictures of people's fiancés. 2 billion impressions. I get like 40 a tweet. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stuck in a bad dream, Hollywood rich girl stuck in my backseat, and she wanna get at me, but the day's too short, can't let her distract me.